welcome to another episode of Amonos with Ricky Novea. Today is, what day is it today? It's fucking Sunday, June 30th, dude. This shit's loud as fuck. Let me put that shit down a little bit. And yeah, man, we had a show last night. It was pretty fun. We got faded. It was a stoner show. Shout out to the Laugh Out Loud production for having me again. It was the second time. It's a beautiful day, man. It's summertime, and I got a fucking special guest. He's like the master splinter of my life. He is a real American hero, man, and I'm excited to have him on today. And it's a special occasion for you guys. Give it up for Gage Johnson.
Woo!
Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, dude. How are you, buddy?
Good. I'm doing good.
Yeah?
A little groggy. I work late night, so it sounds like I'm like hungover, and I didn't even drink last night.
I did all the drinking for you last night, dude.
Oh, okay,
fuck yeah,
good,
dude. I was
good.
fucking crossfaded, and they had beers, and dude, it was a good time, dude.
You said to wear the glasses, and I'm like, this is useful right now.
Yeah.
I might take them off in a second.
Okay.
But we'll send the vibe right now with the glasses.
Yeah, dude. We wanted to do. I asked him specifically. I'm like, bring your Proud Boy sunglasses, dude, because it's just, I don't know, it was a thing. And dude, last night I had
you see Proud Boy?
Proud Boy, yeah.
Like
Trump.
Okay. I'm like, here I am, like I'm doing like comedy, and I'm like, so a lot of people think I'm like this, but I'm not like that. And then you're like, bring the thing that will
Everybody thinks I
fulfill
am.
the stereotype.
But you're the complete opposite. That's what the awesome thing is, dude. And like literally last night, right, I was watching The Bear, and I was like, I have an apron, because I went to a rave like for a Halloween thing, and we dressed up as the crew from The Bear.
Oh, that's sick.
And I was gonna tell you like last minute, but I was like, dude, just bring a white t-shirt. And I was gonna have my friend let me borrow his apron, but I was like, you know what, this is too much. It's already, this is fine.
The sequel.
The sequel, yes, dude. So let's get this out of the way, dude. You guys. And I mean you guys is because the Brea Improv crew is going to have a show July 7th. Sorry, I was going to say 30th. I'm going to fuck the dates up. But, dude, how does it feel to have your show at the place that you're going to work at?
HR could have a field day. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's wonderful. I've been at the Brea Improv for 8 years, which is probably... It's a good amount of years. But it's the best job, and I say that because I don't know. I've been there for a minute, and I love it, but I love it too much. I can't let it go. I want to go. Oh crap! This is getting all like right off from the top, getting all sentimental. No. Yeah, I've been doing comedy there. I didn't get my job there to do comedy.
Yeah.
Like I needed a job. Like it was literally, I had no money, and I was like, I remember I was filling the application out up against a brick wall outside.
Oh my god!
Racing
dude,
against this older lady. And the whoever was there at the time, this is an old club. There was no table to fill it out, and I was like looking at her, and she was like, we were like racing.
You're not getting this job, lady.
Yeah. So I got my job there, and then It's been a crazy. I could probably make a freaking TV show that it's pretty close to the Bear from the Improv.
Just with comics and comedy club scene, dude. That's fucking.
There's a whole world of working there, which is wonderful. But yeah, and I did comedy a little bit outside because I sat and watched for like years, and then I was like, I'm going to go try this. And then I didn't want anybody to know about it, really.
Yeah, dude. That's how it usually starts off. You don't want anybody to know yet.
Yeah. I think a lot of people thought that I got the job there, and I was, like, walking around like, I got a type 5. And, like, asking people to go on stage. And I was like, I don't want anybody to know. And then it kind of slowly, and I started doing my own shows outside of the club. And then people kind of overheard it. And I'm in a good way, shout out to manager Mikey Brea.
Nice, dude.
He was
shout
like,
out.
He was like, hey, you want to do your own show here? And I was like, no way. And we did it, and I've had a handful, and And then this last one, we've had some great comics on some of the shows.
Yeah, dude. I know when, because I was there at the my first open mic was at the Copper House Blues. You were there. You're the first person I talked to. You're very kind, and I even mentioned it before to you outside. I was like, if it probably wasn't for you to like kind of like break the ice for me, I don't know if I would have continued doing it. You're very cool. I told you, I'm like, hey, this is my first time. And you're like, do you have material? And I was like, I have like 3 things I want to talk about. And you're like, dude, just have fun up there. Just talk in the mic, be confident, and just have fun up there. And I always keep those words that you have in my mind when I feel like, oh, I'm gonna have a fucking shit. So it's like, just have fun up there. Just have, just have fun. So I really appreciate you about that, man. That's you're a very awesome guy, and I'm happy for you that you're gonna have your first like show at the Brea Improv, dude. So
yeah. We've done a bunch, but this one is like really, really special because I've had a lot of people that I really like, I guess adore or whatever. Not adore, that's kind of weird, but but I like as far as comics on shows before, and we've kind of kicked around the idea of having an employee show for a while,
dude. Yeah, and this is let's talk about that lineup, dude. So we have Vic G, and I just saw Vic G do some time for Ian Finance on Thursday, and dude, he fucking did very well. You have Amanda Slater, dude. She's hilarious. I've done a couple shows with her too.
Yeah, she's hustling. She's got her own. She's got a bunch of
good shit. Runs. Yeah, dude. Her and I'm gonna forget her boyfriend's name or her husband's name, but they've been doing the damn thing. I think Gabriel, right? I think his name's Gabriel. Sorry if I fuck it up, but yeah, dude, they're hustling. You got fucking Moy Alvarez that says the most outrageous shit, and I can't wait to see what he's gonna say. You got Joe Alvarez is another character too, man.
Cousins.
They're cousins. They're not related. Are they really cousins?
No,
they're just fucking. They're Mexican last name, dude. Who knows? They might be. And you got Simon Phillip, and then you, man.
I'm doing it. We're doing it again. Yeah, we were like, I was gonna do another one, and then I was like, you know what? We were gonna do like the same thing where I hit up some comics and they come through and it's great. But I was like, I think that we're not going to have, I don't know the next time we're going to have so many comics in the building working there.
Yeah, dude.
Because, and so I was like, I think we should really take advantage of this opportunity. And everybody's hungry. Everybody's been doing, I told, we've kind of wanted this for a second, but I've been like, just focus on things outside this building.
Yeah.
And it'll work out. And everybody kind of did. And I think it's going to like really pay off.
I think so too. I think this lineup is very cool. It's gonna be bricked up comedy.
Bricked up.
I'm getting bricked up just fucking thinking
about it. Oh my gosh,
dude.
The name. It's like one of those things. It's kind of like I have a tattoo. Oh, like real quick, it's a reference to
go
it.
Go ahead.
It says "Live," and I got it when I was 19, and everybody's like, "That's really stupid. That's a lame tattoo." And then I get home, and when I'm talking to them, I'm like, "Yeah." So I was 19. It was really dumb. It was so stupid. And I get home, and I'm like, "I like my tattoo." That's kind of how it is with the name of Bricked Up. We were like so fired up when we said it. Were like, I think Simon came up with it, or Simon did come up with it, and we were all like, "Yeah!" And then we got to work, and then everybody was like, "Really?" We're like, "It's just an idea."
You just had to go. You just had to keep.
But we're doubling down on it. Yeah, Bricked up.
Bricked up, dude. So July 7th, okay?
Or be bitched up.
Be bitched up, bro. July 7th at the Brea Improv. Please come out and support these guys, man. These guys have been working hard. I've seen a lot of these guys do their comedy, man. I've done some shows with them. And come out support, dude. Is there any promo codes that they can use to get?
Brea, capital B, REA 5.
Yeah, dude, and what how much is the discount?
It gets it down to $5 with the fee, like $3 up, so $8 total. Dude,
come on, you have $8. Come out and fucking support this fucking show, dude. It's gonna leave you bricked up, all right?
Bricked up.
Bricked up. Hell yeah, dude. So yeah, dude, I can't wait. I'm gonna be there. I asked a couple of my friends to come out to see if they can make it out. So a few of them are gonna come out with me. So thanks, dude. Fucking we're. You gotta support your fucking fellow comics, dude. Come on, man.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be because it's not like it's an employee showcase. Yes. That's what it is. But this ain't no employee like talent show.
No.
I don't think people get that twisted. Like we've been working hard for this, and we're gonna earn every seat in there.
Yeah, dude. I'm rooting for you guys. I told Simon the same thing. I'm like, I'm excited for you guys, and I'm rooting for you. And dude, it's awesome. It's awesome to see that. And Yeah, man.
It's gonna be awesome, and maybe we'll get fired on stage.
That would be pretty cool though, because that means like you probably said some outrageous shit and just like you probably do like a fucking like the half baked and it's like fuck you, you're cool, fuck you, I'm out, boom.
I had a friend do that on one of the shows. He like left like he didn't like quit or anything. He just put his 2 weeks and everything, and then he was on the show, and he showed up, and he was just like, I won, I made it. And for some reason, it was my friend Joe Duarte. He did comedy for a second, and he's a great photographer. But
okay,
he's decided that day on the show, like, I don't know, it was so funny. And this is how like this is kind of funny because like comedy, you do it every day.
Yeah.
You hustle and you put in your time, but sometimes you'll just what's the word, like being naive or being kind of like the rookie will kind of like
the rookie moves. Yeah,
the rookie moves will work. And he decided I picked him up before the show. He shaved his head into a Mr. T haircut.
What the fuck?
He just was like, and I'm like, what are you doing? And then he's like, I just felt it. I felt it. And he had a Mr. T haircut, Hawaiian shirt, and he had smoked a bunch of weed. And I'm like, and he was typing on his Mac, and I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm writing my set for tonight.
Oh my god.
And it was like 30 or 45 minutes before. He's like, this is genius stuff right here. And he went on stage, and I kept telling him like, dude, it's a big stage. It's a big, because we do like
it's
bars and stuff.
Yeah.
And when you get up there, it's like, if you're not used to it, it's really bright. Like it's still kind of like, and he comes up there and he's chewing gum and he throws his gum out to the crowd. And he's just like, I don't need this job. I don't need it.
No fucking way. That's pretty sick though. Like that takes balls. That takes some little bit craziness.
Takes a lot of shots of tequila to do that too.
Fuck everybody in this bitch. I'm out. Dude, hell yeah. So I did write on my notes. You have a big love for Legos and tech decks. Like what like
so autism.
Autism.
So let's get into it.
So what made you like? The reason why I know too, and I think I was talking to Gamer Time, and he was saying, dude, you might think it's silly, but this is an investment, right? Like some certain Lego sets, you can sell them for a lot more, right?
Well, you know what? Gamer is a dear friend of mine, but he's in it for the money.
He's not in it for the
I'm
passion.
not in Lego for the money. I'm in it for the heart and the art.
All right, okay.
Of it all.
Yeah, because I see you building stuff, and you have like you had posted one time you have like a utopia setup, right?
Yeah, I went crazy during quarantine. I found a bag of Lego. It's Lego and not Legos.
Oh, Lego. Sorry.
I've been corrected in the Lego store. The Lego store I go to. Bricks and Benny Figs, Anaheim. Shout out.
Hell
Much love. Mauricio. And the crew.
Dude, send me a Lego set, damn it.
So yeah, quarantine. I found a bag of Lego from my childhood in like the cabinet or something, and I was like, I'll just play with this, or not. It's not playing. It's build. Serious, brick by brick, bricked up right there.
Bricked up. Oh, hey.
I've been bricked up for a while now. Yeah. So I started building, and then 3 days went by.
And you just started fucking building
and
a
I
town.
was just like, I need more. And then it just grew. And then I had this table. It was like a little coffee table. And my girlfriend's like, okay, I can't go outside of this table. And it literally, I had things hanging off. I had like swing sets. I had like bridges and like this whole fucking crazy land.
Well, the reason why I brought you here today is because I think we have to do an intervention for Legos. I think I know you have a problem, and we're gonna send you to a rehab.
Well, no, I'm done with Lego.
Oh, you're done now?
It's been Hot Wheel for a second.
Hot Wheel, dude. Hey, but that's still fucking awesome, dude.
There's nothing more liberating than being an adult, and you pay your bills, and you go buy yourself a badass toy.
Hell yeah, dude!
And
fucking work hard for that money,
dude. I had somebody gave me a gift card, or I got a gift card for Christmas for Target, $100, and now the responsible thing to do with that is probably buying some like cleaning stuff,
yeah,
some like toilet paper or whatever, and or laundry detergent. And I walked by the Hot Wheel aisle, and I was like, I just saw this crazy loop-de-loop shooter track thing, and I was like, I'm buying this shit.
Hell yeah!
Because how lame is it when you're like, what'd you like? I'm wondering what that person got with that gift card, and you're like, oh, I bought
toilet paper, I bought fucking detergent and stuff, and they're like,
I was like, no, fuck this. And so I grabbed this gigantic Hot Wheel set, and I'm walking out, and I just saw so many confused faces. There was like kids looking at me like, why does he get to have that? And I'm like, yeah dude, yeah. You wish you had this, huh?
Fucking piece of shit. This is mine.
And then there's like a guy with his girlfriend, and I could tell he's just jealous of like what I got going on. So yeah, I do that, and I because I at one point I think when I was younger, like maybe in my early 20s, I was, I still work out and everything, but like I was really trying to like, I don't know, put on this image of like tough guy.
Yeah.
From insecurities probably, or
sounds about right.
I think a lot of guys think they have to be like that when they're younger.
Yeah, no, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
To fulfill this, I don't know, whatever, to look cool, to get girls, or I don't know. So I think in quarantine I was like, who cares? Like I was just like, it kind of was a good realization. I'm like, just be you, like.
I think that, I mean, at least that happened for me too when I was in I was in quarantine, but like the whole quarantine thing, like I had a lot of self-reflection, and I realized a lot of things, and I was like, a lot of things just like, fuck dude, like who cares, dude, just be happy. Like there's a lot of shit going on, like we don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow and like the next month, next year. Just do as many things to make you happy. Like you find your little passion for Lego, for Hot Wheels now, which is fucking awesome, and you just gotta be you, dude. You gotta be fucking you.
This just in, Hot Wheels too.
Hot Wheels too. We're adding to the autism list, all right?
But Tech that's a whole other thing though.
You know how to fucking shred on Tech.
That's like, I'm trying to go pro still.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get sponsors. So we'll see.
I've seen you do some shit, and I'm like, whoa, dude, what else can those fingers do?
Oh, hey. Dude. What was I going to say? Yeah, I'm pretty good at that. I'm going to be dropping a video part pretty soon.
Dude, you should, dude. And then just have fucking, so here I am, doing all the what I can. Just fucking doing some stunts and shit. Hell yeah, man. I had one more thing. Let me check my notes. I had one more thing. I know that was like the first two things. But do you have any stories that like you felt like I obviously like we're fellow comics. Do you have like times where you feel like, fuck, dude, like I need a break from all this shit, And when you do, like, what do you do to get out of that funk? Because I know a lot of comics, because especially me lately, like I think from the month of May, like I was having like a funk where I was like I couldn't feel creative, I didn't feel funny, and like it took some time. It took some time to kind of like find that again. So like, what do you do when you get like in a funk for comedy?
I drink myself into an abysmal state.
Sorrow.
No, I've definitely, funny you should say that. I've kind of been doing that. I kind of have been taking a break. I think without me realizing, at some points, I've kind of quietly quit, which sucks. I love comedy, but there's times where it ain't gonna love you back.
Yeah, I do feel that too.
Or that search, it will hurt you, man. Comedy. I'm getting all serious or anything, but
no, it's all good, dude.
It's silly. It's fun, but it's a lonely road.
Yeah, it can be. Like, you have people that you work with and stuff, right? But there's sometimes where it's like, you see like fellow, and it's not even like jealousy or anything, but you see like, oh fuck, these guys are coming up with some new shit. I'm like, why can't I come up with new stuff? So then you get that pressure yourself, and you're just like, fuck, man, like I'm not coming up with anything, and then you're just being hard on yourself, and then you realize like, oh dude, I have funny stuff to say, but I'm just so hard on myself that I'm not letting myself create. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I've definitely had that. where I get competitive, and I also feel like there's like this race or something. And dude, it is. I felt like I was doing that more so in the beginning. I was like trying to cover so much ground very quickly.
Yeah, dude. Because a lot of comics say that you have to like go out and just fucking do a shitload of mics. You got to be writing every day, and it's kind of like you have to work still. You have other shit that you have to do, so it's like.
I found more of a productive way of doing it, or more of like an efficient way.
Okay.
I mean, doing time is going to be doing time, you know? Like,
yeah.
You're never going to get past that. There's no way around it of getting better than just going up as often as you can. But, you know, there's been times where I'm like, I've waited 3 hours to go on and do this set right now.
Yeah.
And everybody's ready to go. And all the comics are outside. And I think I learned to do it and love it again when I just started hanging around people that weren't necessarily the go-getter, or like I don't know, the A team or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like just hang around with people you enjoy.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to, you know, I was trying to build all these crazy shows at one point, and they were really good. They were fun, and the comics were great, but I was just missing it. I was missing the thing where, yeah, there's a profitable lineup, whatever, when we talk business, and it's gross. It's gross that
you
have to learn that there's also a business side of it.
Yeah, for sure.
That I wish I just could ignore. But when I just started doing shows with my friends and people I enjoy, it started feeling good again.
Yeah, no, that's for sure. Especially when you get to create stuff with people that you like and you enjoy being around them, because I mean that's what you need. You know, you can't be doing shows that you don't like, people you don't like being around with, and it's just draining. You know.
I mean, it is. I've been on some stuff where we don't know each other, people, and it's just part of it.
Yeah.
And then you kind of you do it, but where was I going with that?
Brain fart. It's all right.
Brain fart.
Let's just go to the next topic, dude. So you and I really like the show The Bear. I just started watching the 3rd season. You know, I haven't had time to watch it, but dude, it's a fucking great show, isn't it?
It's so good. I like the energy. I like the intensity. Working in a restaurant, the improv. It
gets intense. Yeah.
We get fired up. And you know. So it's fun. It's relatable. I like it a lot. It's great writing. And I love Chicago. Like, that's one of my most favorite places I've ever been to.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Those are some of the coolest people. It's people you don't see in California anymore. Or a side of America you don't see anymore. And I'm not... It's not like I'm trying to make it sound like it's a Republican place or whatever. Yeah. It was just like, you know when you watch like 80s movies?
Yeah.
And there's just like these characters. It was like that. It was like legit, like, is this guy out of a movie or something? Like,
just fucking like, yeah, I get what you're saying. The action hero looking guys and stuff.
Yeah, well, we went to this bar and everybody was cheersing, and it was all white collar and blue collar people cheersing each other. They're like taking their hard hats off and big things of beer, and I'm just like the girls were drinking like Miller High Lifes.
Hell yeah, dude. That's my kind of people right there. I don't like going to these fucking bars where it's like everybody. I mean, you know, keep in mind, I don't like to like. I'll talk to people or strangers, right? But I don't want to bother them, you know. But it seems like what you're saying is like everybody likes to fucking talk to everybody there when they go to the bars in Chicago.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely saw maybe a good part of it, because a lot of people I've talked to from Chicago, they're like, "Did you go down blah 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 street?" Because it's pretty rough. I mean, if you've read about Chicago or the headlines, it's one of the most like dangerous cities in America. Yeah, I really enjoyed it out there, and if I ever left California, I'd probably go to Chicago though.
Oh, okay, cool.
They had a restaurant called the Gage.
The Gage, that's your restaurant, dude. What the fuck?
It was amazing. I want to do a show there one day. That's what like one of my dreams is to do a show, because they had this like. You go downstairs from the restaurant, and there was like a underground bar.
Oh, wow.
It kind of looked like
cool,
like it almost looked like we're perfect for a show. And yeah, I wonder what that lineup would be. That would be pretty amazing.
Yeah, dude. That'd be cool, man. That sounds really cool. I like those like Proof Bar. You know how they have like the dungeon when they do the open mics there. That place is cool because it's like very intimate and I like those little intimate rooms. A lot of shit happens in those little intimate rooms, you know. Big crowd like venues and stuff it's fun too because like I feel like it's a little easier because like the more people there, like more likely you can make someone laugh. But when like it's a smaller room, it's like you have to work harder, you know.
Yeah, that's what it all goes back to, just having fun. Because like I remember, you go to open mics and there's a lot of people that we know that are watching us, and they probably have seen our set.
Yeah, many times, dude.
And to be honest, sometimes when you're doing those kind of sets, you're not doing it for those guys. You're doing it. You want to hear your set again. You want to make sure it's like there's nooks and crannies.
Yeah.
That you're working out. But if you get like one laugh or like two laughs out of the 8 in those like kind of quiet dead rooms, and you're the 30th comic, and it speaks volumes, I think, in a big room. But
I remember there was an open mic at a coffee shop in Long Beach. I think it was the library. That's what they would call the coffee shop.
I like that one. That
was cool. Yeah, and I like that one because like you have like the college students there and like random people, and they're trying to study. So like to try to grasp their attention, and like they take their headphones off and they're like, oh, this guy's talking to me, and you gotta make them laugh and stuff. Like that's cool. I like doing that kind of stuff too. And like
because they're not like, when you do a comedy show, people are like, all right, do your thing, be funny. And then when you're like at a bar or a cafe or whatever, those people are not obligated to even pay attention to you at all. And when they stop what they're doing to listen, that means you might be doing something good. You're probably doing something good, So yeah.
Dude, you saw the bike riders too, right? You just recently seen that one?
I did.
What'd you think about it?
I was literally thinking about that movie on the way here because I watched that movie, and me and my buddy Jerry, we got pretty
wasted.
We had all you can eat sushi when we watched it, and it was so cool. Did you see it?
Yeah, I seen it. That's the reason I brought it up too.
It also in Chicago. Yeah.
It was. Oh, that's right, huh?
So I was really into it, but I was like, I don't know. I watched it and I was like, would I ever buy a motorcycle? And I went outside and I was driving and I just heard like the loudest motorcycle go by. I'm like, that's why I'll never ride a motorcycle, because it was just like, like when you like get so like when a bike flies by you, you're just like, oh, I hate that guy. I hope he has diarrhea today.
It's like the episode of South Park when they were saying like, oh, why can't you say fag? And it's like, 'cause, a guy in a Harley riding a motorcycle, he's a fag. It's not because he's gay, but he's annoying because his motorcycle's so loud. But dude, that movie was I really liked that movie.
It was cool, but it reminded me of Goodfellas, the scene with De Niro when he has the cigarette and he does the whole like that whole thing where the camera's panning into him. It was like that for 2 hours, and it just didn't pay off. Like it was literally like this friend. It reminds me of like a friend that's like, dude, we're gonna go so ham tonight. We're gonna go so ham, and they have like 3 beers, dude. And they're like, "Dude, I gotta save my energy for the rest of this trip."
Yeah,
like,
dude,
they're not down.
Okay, so like the movie was good, but when I had a different like.
Are we doing spoilers?
Fuck it, I don't give a shit, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck it, dude.
Starting right now.
If you haven't seen Bike Riders, dude, and you want to see it, just fucking stop it, and because we're gonna fucking ruin it. Who cares, dude? But I just didn't like the fact. So it started off good for me, right? Because it's like, okay, this is how they first started and shit. They explained the every like character in the movie and shit, right? But I seen the ending before it was gonna happen.
Yeah, it was like it's just that kind of movie. Like you kind of see the formula of it, but it was stupid because like Tom Hardy was sick in the movie. He was badass.
Yeah, he was good.
He did good, and then the other guy, Elvis guy, was barely in the movie.
Yeah, right.
He says like 5 words. He's just like, yeah, I don't care about anything. I just want to ride. And then he fucking does. He doesn't care about anything. He doesn't do anything for anybody. And he doesn't even do anything for the girl that likes him pretty much. And he just, what the hell?
It just shows that women are stupid.
Yeah.
But when it comes out to Bad Boys only, all right? When it comes to Bad Boys, I don't get fucking canceled and shit, but... Yeah, because I thought like he was gonna end up having to fight that chick's like ex-boyfriend, you know, and then like take her.
Wait, okay, do you remember the beginning of the movie when the guy was like, is that guy gonna be here all night?
Yeah.
Did I miss? Okay, did he do something mean or bad to that girl?
No, he didn't.
He did nothing wrong.
Yeah, he did.
And then the guy shows up, and the guy's like, I'm out of here. And I was like, I feel bad for that guy. That guy's been working all night.
Dude, for real.
If you saw the movie, this makes sense.
Yeah.
There's a guy that the main girl leaves for Elvis guy.
Yeah,
I get it to a degree. But the guy was sitting outside all night, and he's like, if this guy keeps bugging us, I'm leaving you. And he leaves, and I'm like, that guy did nothing wrong.
He didn't even
try the ex-boyfriend in the beginning of the movie.
He didn't even try like fighting him or anything. I thought he was like, okay,
no, he was like, hey, I'm just trying to be a good guy.
Yeah, dude. He's like, did you want to leave me for this guy? Well, fuck it, you know?
Yeah, I didn't get that at all. And then when Tom Hardy gets like, you know.
Yeah, dude. And I was just like, really? Like, I thought they were going to do an actual fight scene, you know? But then like, I think they should have ended it with the fight scene and then just fucking, he dies, you know?
But it was stupid how it happened too, because I'm just like, it wasn't realistic. I'm like, if you saw a guy walking up with his hand behind his back like this, you're like, he probably has a gun.
Yeah.
And he's like, all right, let's get this over with.
You get this over with.
And then he's like,
exactly.
Boom. Like, I'm just like, really? Tom Hardy, you didn't see that happening right there?
Fucking
Like,
Tom Hardy. You've been in so many action movies that you could have been like, hey, maybe I should charge at him, or maybe I should run back, you know, something, I don't know. But
yeah, I just was like, this is, and then the movie ended. It just like ended. I was like, really? This is how we're, okay.
Dude, and you know what the scene is like? I thought it was funny when fucking Cockroach was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna stop being part of this gang. I'm gonna be a cop now." You know, like, and then you just fuck him up, and then they're just like, I can't do this anymore.
I don't know. It was, and then I'm gonna go watch Sons of Anarchy.
Sons of Anarchy, yeah, dude. That's what I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be more like, they had like a rival fucking club and whatever, you know. But it just explained how motorcycle clubs kind of started, and then the change happened.
We could have did that in about 30 minutes. So
yeah, I think it would have been a lot of saving time right there. But
yeah,
it was good though. I still fucked with it. I went to go see it by myself, dude, and I was like, fuck yeah, I'm not gonna miss this movie, you know. And I was just like,
see,
get some popcorn.
It's good to go see movies by yourself.
I think so too.
I think more people should do it. It is weird though, which I have had happen, where you go see a movie by yourself and you run into people that you know.
Oh shit, for real.
So, quick story. High school, I wanted to go, or my grandmother and my brother we were all going to go see a movie. Yeah. And I think it was some mouse movie, some DreamWorks movie or something. And I was like, I don't want to watch that one. I'm 14. I want to go see something cool. And I looked at the lady at the selling the tickets, and I said, you guys got anything good going on right now for like the movies? Like, what's a good one? And she's like, well, we have this vampire movie called Twilight.
Oh shit.
And I was like instantly like, vampires, Blade, let's go.
Blade.
Like, I just thought it was gonna be like a badass vampire movie. I got a big bucket of popcorn, and I'm sitting there, and literally like 4 girls that I kind of dated or whatever, or had crushes on, walked in to the movie with all their guys.
Oh man.
And they were like, Gage, what are you doing here? And I was like, I'm watching the vampire movie. What are you guys doing? And they're like, what? And yeah, it would be embarrassing if I didn't enjoy the movie.
But you loved it, didn't you?
I loved it. But I was Team Jacob right from the jump, though.
Dude, so was I. I think a real man knows that Team Jacob is the way to go, and Edward is just kind of like, fuck Edward, dude. It's like I was talking. I forgot who I was talking to. It was recently too. It was like a couple months ago. I'm like, I'm Team Jacob because it's the guy that can never get the girl that he wanted. So I'm like, I relate, dude. I fucking relate to that shit.
And he could still get another girl. You know, like,
but he wants Bella. Loca. Hey, Loca.
Dude, yeah. Heavy mouth breathing girl.
Fucking, that shit was, dude. I remember I think the only one that I seen was Eclipse, and I had because I was dating some chick at the time in high school, and like her and her sisters wanted to go see it, so we went to go see it. And I was like, I don't want to see this gay shit, but obviously you want to do it because that's your significant other, right? And then like, I was like, okay, that's actually pretty sick. I gotta see the other ones now. I remember I felt very like alone though.
I was like, I wish I had somebody with me.
Yeah, dude, especially by yourself, bro.
I wish Jacob was here.
Jacob was here. Save me, Jacob. Save me. Hell yeah, dude. Have you had any like embarrassing moments on stage?
Oh, a lot.
Is there any you feel comfortable talking about? Maybe?
I have one. So it's all good now, but so I did my second show at the Improv, like one I produced or whatever, back in the day, and this is another thing too. It's like I did 2 shows, and I for some reason thought I needed to headline.
Oh, okay,
I was. That's how naive I was. Well, the first one was good. It was like kind of like I was like, okay, that was cute, that was cool. Like, oh, great for you. And the second one, I was spread thin, doing everything, and I got up there and I did my set, and I'm closing out. It's not going the best, and I just hear this voice all the way in the back. They're like, "Sup, fag?" And I'm like, "What?" And I'm like literally about to do my like closing joke. He's like, "You know who this is?" And it was my friend Doug. And I'm like, "Oh my gosh." And he's like, "Is this the one that goes like this?"
Oh no.
And this is my closer. I didn't know. This is how I knew I had to work way much more on my comedy and like way harder because and learn and do my time because I didn't know how to react on that, you know. And I brought him on stage, and it was just bad.
You got awkward?
Yeah, we did a shot on stage. I was trying to like, I don't know, trying to dive into it, like double down.
Yeah.
And I just was.
It just didn't work.
And then I finished the joke, and then the show ended, and it was just so rough. And I told my friend the next day, like I was so mad too, because I had worked so hard to you know.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Promote that show, like so hard, and so many people were there, and I told him the next day, I was like, "Dude, what did you do?" And he's like, "Dude, we were on stage together. We did comedy together." And so I was so mad at him. I was like, "Dude, you know how hard I worked on that, like." And you just did that, and you don't realize like what that meant to me, like. And he was just like, "What?" Like
he's like, "What do you mean?"
and then he finally got it, and then he went to another one of my shows, and I'm doing my set, and these girls are talking like loud behind him, and he's like, "Can you please be quiet?" And he looks at me, he's like, "So rude, people talking during the show." And ever since then, he's been like the polar opposite of that. And he's just like, "Dude, I'm gonna be there. If I don't want anybody yelling out." And like, he's just
Dude,
so
that's cool though because
he's my best friend.
It takes I had some guys come out to a show before, right? It was a bringer show, and it was at the Haha, and I was like, "Oh, I gotta bring these much people and stuff, right? And like I gotta like put the work in, right?" And it was cool that they showed up, right? And then they started just fucking talking loud, dude. And he was like, one of my homies that he brought was like, "Hey, bring me beer. You, hey, beer." And I was like, "Yo, what the fuck," right? And then like a couple of the comics were hearing them. He's like, "Hey, dude, I'm trying to do some fucking jokes, man."
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, "Oh man," I'm like, "What am I gonna do?" So I sent him a message. I was like, "Hey, dude, you guys need to keep it down." And like, he's like, "Oh yeah," he gave me a thumbs up. And they kept doing it. He's like, "You want a beer, Ricky?" And I was like, "Fucking shit, man. Yes, I want a beer, but shut the fuck up." And then I go on stage, and I was like waiting to like for them to like say something, but they stayed quiet for me. And I told them after the show, I'm like, "Hey, you guys can't be doing this shit at a comedy show, bro."
You're like, "I shouldn't have been passing those flyers out on that short bus."
Fucking dude, for real, dude. It's just like, and then the fact that they were like, "You should have ended the show." I'm like, "No, Dick, you guys need to shut the fuck up, bro." Like,
I'm about to end the show right now,
dude. But I remember one time, dude, I did a Spanish show like a few weeks ago, and like that's the first time me hosting and also like doing Spanish, you know. I had done that at an open mic, and it was pretty good, you know. I was just like riffing with the crowd and shit, right? But I'm like, I need to have material for the show, and I like kind of ran out of like my jokes in Spanish, so I was like, "Fuck, what am I gonna say next?" Right? And then like it was quiet for a little bit. I'm like, I'm gonna sit in the silence for a little bit and see if I can come up with something. And some guy was like, "You got this, bro," in Spanish. And I was like, fuck, dude. And everybody started laughing. And I'm like, oh, I just got to acknowledge it. I'm like, yeah, Dick. Like, thank you for helping me, dude. It's not a fucking tag team, you know? Like,
you just got to, like, I mean, yeah, you just got to keep it moving. I guess that's the best thing you can do. And just be like, that's my little league coach right there. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
I was just so nervous after that. I was just like, fuck, dude. I should have said, like, I could. And, like, and some of the comics told me, too, like, dude, like, he's like, you could have asked, like, if it was somebody's birthday. You could have said, like, who's getting a divorce, you know, shit like that. I'm like, hey, it's my first fucking time, dude. But I'm like, it's good to know, you know. You got to get put in those embarrassing situations or like certain situations like that to get better, you know, and fucking realize what you can work on and stuff.
yeah, you just got to, like I said, I was trying to double down on that thing.
Yeah.
But like, you got to just, yeah, I guess always double. I'd try to double down.
Yeah,
you
you
know
kind of
what?
have to.
You can't freeze. You gotta like, just fucking do it. I don't know. And have fun, because like I always, I've said have fun, because you might bomb or you might do really good, but like if you didn't have fun, then you didn't have fun. And like if you bomb but you still had fun,
yeah, at least
you still had fun.
You still have fun. Yeah,
if that makes sense.
like you come off feeling good. Like, hey, dude, I did fucking bomb, but dude, it was fucking fun.
If you're doing a serious either way, and you're serious and you bomb, that's like
that
I didn't
feels
get anything.
worse, dude. That feels worse when you like go up there and you're just like trying to really push through your set and your material, and you're just like so focused. Like it'll distract you more knowing that like you're being serious, you're doing your material, it's not working, than like having a silly goose time up there and bombing. Because then
yeah,
you can just come off the stage like, dude, it was fucking fun. Yeah, I sucked, but dude, I had fun at least.
you just gotta be like, you guys are doing okay. I'm doing great.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, obviously that might come off cocky, but if you say it in a certain manner.
But I think I think you have to come off as a comic. You have to show that you have confidence to be up there. Because if you don't have the confidence to be up there, like the crowd will notice and they'll eat you up alive, dude.
They will eat you alive. Yes, they. Man, yeah. No, I've done some pretty big shows that weren't mine, but I got to be on people's shows, and like as an opener, and it feels so amazing when 400 people laugh at you.
Yes.
At a joke, and then it is the worst feeling when 400 people don't get what you're saying at all.
Yeah.
All at once. Like when, like in a bar, it kind of trickles, you're like, oh, okay, there's like some laughter over there. Maybe that laughter is from a conversation somebody's having, but
yeah.
But when you hear silence, you're like, oh, that really hurt. That was like a haymaker right there.
Yeah, and I think you have to learn to like enjoy the silence. Not shout out to Depeche Mode, but like sit in the silence, because sometimes like even like that awkward silence, and like you just kind of like maybe do a face or do like a like show like, oh fuck, okay, like they'll laugh at that. Like yesterday too, at the smoke shop that I was at, everybody's fucking high, and like I got second hand contact too, and like I just stood quiet, and I was like, and then the fan went off, and I was like, I looked up at the fan and people were starting to laugh, because I'm like, do you guys heard that, right? Like, am I hearing shit? Just you can play into stuff like that, or like,
yeah, and it's like weird how like you could just do like a little movement, and they're like, everybody's like,
fuck? Yeah.
It just like less is more sometimes too.
For sure.
I don't know. It's a fun process. It's really fun when you get down to it and you get to like develop stuff. I think the hard part is showing up, and and I'm speaking to the choir, but like, and waiting sometimes for a long time to do your set. And so I tell everybody, go start your own mic. Like I think when we did, or start your own mic or try to go host a mic, because you cover so much territory, and like you learn how to be quick, because I think a good host is one that gets the lineup moving, especially with the open mic, and if something needs to be recovered from the last set, somebody bombed, saying like 1-2 quick lines and then keeping it going, and then that's when you're like, dude, I'm developing quickness.
Yeah, no, that's for sure. Cause like the open mic that we host, Puro Laughs open mic every Wednesday at the Horchateria in Paramount.
Did you say horchata?
Horchateria. You gotta go,
in
man.
Paramount?
In Paramount, yes.
Horchata.
Horchateria.
Horchateria.
And like the first time that we did the mic, I hosted, and nobody really showed up, right? It was like 7 comics, and I was like, fuck it, dude, we're gonna have fucking fun, like whatever, dude. And I felt like I had a good time. The second time that I was hosting, we had more comics, and I was like, oh fuck, this is a little more pressure now. I'm like, I gotta say something funny after every comic, and I was trying to do that, and it just fucking, I came out nervous. I didn't come out confident in some of the stuff. And then some of my fellow comics were like, dude, like, this is your show, be confident, like, you don't have to say something funny after every single comic. If something comes up, say it, and if you think it's funny and no one laughs, just keep the energy going. Because it's happened where, like, I say a joke, I'm like, all right, that's like, let's go on to your next fucking comic.
I mean, yeah, I mean, it is open mic. It doesn't have to be funny, but I think it should be quick, because I can't. There's nothing worse than going to open mic and the host wants to do 5 minutes in between.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, get it moving. Let's go. Like, let's get out of here. Like, it's lame because you do want to enjoy it, but I don't want to. No, don't do that as a host.
Yeah.
I just keep it tight, keep it moving. If you hear a little tag or something, say it real quick. And keep the energy high. You know, like, are you guys ready? Okay.
Or fucking keep this shit going.
It's just, you're just being a hype man.
Yeah.
For 3 hours. You got to keep the energy high for a long mic sometimes, you know?
No, that's for sure. And then some people, like, they're already like, oh, come on. Like, fuck, this shit needs to end already.
It's like that scene from Beetlejuice when they have the tickets and they're just waiting for like eternity.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like sometimes. And it's usually like dark bars. It's not really... There's a reason they need an open mic, maybe, because it's not the most
doing well
profitable place.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So who are some comics that, like, inspired you to do, like, to want to do comedy, or maybe you'll, like, look at their stuff and kind of, like, try to get some inspiration from?
I gotta say, it's like, it's a mix up of different things that made me want to do comedy or something. I was thinking about this the other day too. I love Harlan Williams.
Oh yeah, he's fucking awesome.
Which I've gotten kind of a few times. People are like, you kind of remind me of Harlan when you go up there, and I'm like, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. If I got Shane Gillis or something one more time, over like, or not even Shane Gillis, because that's making it sound like I'm good, like I'm really good or something.
Yeah.
Just, I think it's, if I'm a white guy that talks about drinking beer, like the people that don't really understand it, they're like, you must like Shane Gillis or something. I'm like, okay, I'm
fucking goddamn it.
Or I would get Brendan Schaub a lot too, but
let's not speak of him. let's talk about him.
Hey, but that means I'm a UFC fighter though.
Yeah,
too.
yeah. You come off as a dude. You're fucking huge.
Yeah, dude. I guess so. So there we go. That's good on that. Yeah. So I like Harlan Williams. He's great. Steve Martin.
Okay, Steve Martin, yeah.
And I also got to say Rocky Lepore, dude from Chicago.
Okay, if I'm being honest, I don't think I might have heard his stuff, but
Rocky Lepore.
You gotta check him out. I'll definitely check him out. But Harlan Williams, like, I was recently, like, obviously, like, he has a podcast too. I was hearing him, but I don't remember what podcast it was, but he was just talking about, like, just being being yourself up there, right? And, like, just, like, if you hear him in podcasts, this was always, like, taking, like, oh, I got a Mountain Dew, and he'll, like, obnoxiously drink the Mountain Dew into the mic. Or he'll, like, he took celery on fucking Joe Rogan's podcast, and he was just chewing in the mic. So, like, it made me more curious about his stand-up, and I was hearing his stand-up, I'm like, dude, like, this is fun. Like, this is himself, you know? Like, this is him being silly. Some of the jokes that he says is fucking silly, especially, like, on the roast stuff that he was, like, on Kill Tony. Like, it's just silly shit.
He's just, because he's having fun.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people, I don't know. There's, like, this thing where I think people just take it too serious on stage sometimes. And I think, I catch myself doing it sometimes.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, I lost again. Because I wasn't having fun. I wasn't just being silly. Or, you know, like, not silly like I have to act like a little weirdo on stage, but, like, silly. But, yeah, I think that's a kind of comedy that we don't see that often anymore is Harlan Williams and Norm Macdonald, you know, like.
Norm Macdonald, yeah.
Dude, I had the privilege of working for Norm at the Improv.
Oh, shit, bro.
And rest in peace, Norm. That dude was a monster on stage.
I can imagine, dude. He and being in it for so long, And he has his own like he's his own character too, you know, like his voice and stuff and like his cadence.
Yeah, so here's the thing about that. Hey, so anyways, what were we talking about? Keep it going.
Open mics.
So here's the thing about open mics. Yeah, so Norm is he dude. So this was like a lot of people like think about like how, oh, I don't feel good tonight and I don't want to go out and do open mic. I feel like I just have to snap out of that. And I always think about Norm. I think 3 people knew he was dying of cancer.
Yeah.
And the rest of the world didn't really. And he would show up and he did not look well. He had a Band-Aid on his face. He was sweating and I'm like, what's this guy doing? Like, is this guy
on something? Or
yeah, is it like, does he take this serious? Like, this guy shows up late, and I was just kind of like, well, who's this? Like, I mean, I knew who he was, but I was like, come on, man.
Yeah.
The dude was dying of cancer.
He's just fucking, we were criticizing him.
Yeah, in my head, and then, dude, he just had fun till the end. Like, I saw him, his last set at the Improv that I saw was, he was just, I think he knew. Obviously he knew.
Yeah.
And that he was not going to be around that much longer. And he was just saying the craziest stuff, having fun. And people were leaving.
Shit.
And he didn't care. And I was just like, that is awesome. I don't know. I thought it was.
Yeah, dude. I like that. I seen the same thing with Joey Diaz when I was at the Brea Improv. This guy was like, obviously, you know, Joey Diaz. And that's like someone that I look up to because he's just so real, so fucking like raw. And he was talking about how he likes his wife wearing yoga pants, and he was just getting real into detail. He's like, yeah, you ever see that sweaty monkey and you just grab her monkey and you smell your fingers like a savage. And 2 people were walking out, old white grannies and stuff were walking out, and some guy in the show, like before like it started, he's like, dude, he's like, I don't think they know what they're like signed up for, you know?
Yeah.
And exactly what happened. Those same people just fucking walked out, but he just didn't give a fuck. He just kept going, dude.
That's what Norm was doing. He was like, because there was all these like rich white people, and they were kind of thinking that he was gonna do like, I think they were thinking he was gonna do like SNL stuff.
Oh yeah.
Like I don't know, like a little bit more tame. And he was like, he did this thing. He was holding a cigarette the whole entire time, and he wasn't lighting it. He'd get like ready to light it, and he'd be like, oh yeah, and then I forgot. So I was in this barn the other day, and there was a big bull with a huge ass. Oh, sir, it was your wife. so anyways, oh yeah, I had another thought in Canada, and he was just like
random shit, dude.
Where he was going, but you got to do it for you, man. Like that's what people forget is like, I didn't start doing comedy for other people.
Yeah, you're doing it for you.
I'm doing it for me, and so, you know, along the way, you learn how to pick up different tools and stuff. And I call it the bat belt, where you like, okay, this person gave me advice on this. I probably never would have thought about that. Maybe I disagree with it, but it's more knowledge.
Yeah, and dude, that's for sure.
Oh, I learned how to host a little bit, or I learned how to do this. And it's just like more stuff, you know, but you got to like, I think the biggest thing at the end of the day is like, you just got to stay in your lane.
Yeah, that's for sure. I try to tell like newer comics too, or even like fellow comics that I've known for a little bit. When we get a chance to talk, I'm like, dude, you just gotta take advice, and like you gotta sometimes take advice from the person that you don't even respect, because you can think about, how am I gonna say that? So even if you don't respect that person, they say something, just take it. You know, you don't have to use it, but you can keep it in mind at least, and you can take something from somebody that you respect very well, and they can give you some fucking great knowledge, and you can definitely use it. And sometimes the people that you do respect a lot, they give you some advice, and you're just like, oh, I'm not gonna fucking use that shit, you know? Well, it just really depends.
It's the more you know. Like my grandmother always says, you know, it doesn't hurt to listen.
Yeah, that's for sure.
But she doesn't watch CNN though. She won't. She only watches Fox. I'm just kidding.
She only watches Fox.
Put it on CNN. Turn that off. I don't want to listen to that.
I don't want to hear this shit.
Yeah, it's just, you know, taking everything into account that anybody says, and then watch something. Sometimes somebody do a set that maybe and you go, I don't want to do that. That's exactly. Yeah. But it's realizing that, and realizing and crafting who you are. And I think we were talking about earlier about what do you do when you have some slumps and stuff? And I think it's just realizing why you started it.
Yeah.
And having that resurgence in yourself of like, oh, I did it because of X, Y, and Z, and oh, this makes me happy, and just realizing all the good, remembering the good energy, like, I guess, because I think we get so caught up in just doing the checklist all the time, and sometimes you just got to be like, just got to clear that for a second and go bomb at a mic.
Yeah,
and
dude. Sometimes it's I think there was another time I was going through a funk, and I'm like, I'm just gonna go bomb at open fucking mic. I'm just gonna just say some shit and whatever fucking happens, whatever happens. And the relief of just getting that bomb out of the way and just be like, all right, motherfucker, now I can refocus again.
Yeah,
that's the best feeling too. Like I literally done that. Like I'm just gonna fucking bomb and see what happens and go from there. And then you're like, all right, dude. And then you hear other comics and you're like, oh fuck yeah, dude, they're doing some new shit. Fuck yeah, dude. Like it's motivation. Like, and you know what the crazy thing is? Like what I caught myself doing it on Thursday when I went to go see the Ian Finance show. Like you get to, like as a comic, you get to see what they're doing and you understand like there's certain things that like you pick up on because you experienced it. Like the MC was like she was doing some jokes and like she even acknowledged like, okay, you guys didn't like that one, well fuck you guys, you know, like and she just kept going and I'm like, all right, dude, like fuck it, you just gotta keep doing it. And I have no idea where I was going with it.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. I mean, there's a mixture of things, obviously. Like when you're doing like a showcase,
yeah,
like a big show, you better have your
shit together,
together, you know, like nothing's more lame than, there's only a few people that can get away with it where they can riff on stage and it's still like you're down to see the development of things.
Yeah.
But when some headliner puts their like notepad down and like, oh, what else am I working on? I'm like, dude, these tickets were $100 and something. Like, can you show up with something good? I mean, unless it's like advertised as so-and-so's developing new set or whatever.
Oh yeah, because some comics do that. Right?
That is a part that is a thing. Is like we don't just, or those people don't, like Chris Rock doesn't just show up with a new set like the first time.
No,
he wants to go search for that the rough part of it and cut it off, you know, and develop the set, and that's what people have to do. And people don't understand that there's a process to it. Like I guess the general audience, when they see open mics, they're like, that guy is not funny. I'm like, he's working
shit out.
Sometimes we got to say something really gnarly and then realize, okay, that sounded really rough. Or they go, wait, I'm onto something. I'm going to double down on it. I just got to, you know, fix a few things. And, yeah. And like, yeah, and then there's going to bomb. I'm going to go bomb. I'm going to just get that one off my,
get it off
my
your
chest.
Yeah.
And then, I got that out of the way. And then you go and do an actual show. It's a balance of things, you know, because like, then there's people that think they did really great. And then they go get shit-faced after doing a 5-minute set. And then, which I have done before.
Yeah, it's happened. Yeah.
But you know,
it's a balance for sure. I think some people sometimes forget, like, it's also a job, bro. Like, you gotta, like, I haven't gotten fucked up, like, drunk before. Like, I've gotten buzzed, and I'm like, okay.
Me either.
This is like, this is like the line where I can't cross, because I don't want to be all fucked up and be like, oh, this guy's drunk on stage. He's not even being fucking funny. And then just everybody knows me off of that. You know what I mean? I'd rather be known off like, hey, he did a shitty ass joke, but hey, he's sober. You know, I don't know.
Yeah, that was kind of the thing is like, I mean, I post stuff about like having beers and stuff or whatever, but like I tend to not, I don't want to do that on like stage. Like, you know, in my private life, I don't want to become that comic that like wants to drink a bunch, you know, and is advertising that. I kind of do. I literally posted a picture the other day called The Beer.
The beer. That shit was sick. That was cool.
But that was just me at home having some beers. But I don't like to.
Dude, I'm sorry to interrupt you. That beer that you were drinking, where'd you get it?
Easy Rider. Picked it up at Total Wine. What's up, y'all?
Is it good?
Send out some beers.
Dude.
Let's collab.
Hell yeah.
I just saw it. It was like, oh, because I like nice light beers.
Okay.
I'm gonna have some IPAs here and there, especially when you go to like a concert or something, and like you see Modelo for like $18.
And you're like, I'd rather get something that's fucking way more expensive.
Or you see the IPA that's like $18 and it's like 8%. You're like, well, we might as well just get that going. you know. But yeah, I try not to. Honestly, like if I can, I would rather have a beer after I get off stage.
Yeah, I'll have what I like to do before stage. If they have that like liquor, I like having a whiskey. I'll have a whiskey and I'll just have one, maybe two, just to calm the nerves down. But I also try to like, so like it depends on where I'm at on the lineup. So like obviously if I'm like first, I'll just have one just to kind of calm the nerves.
Yeah.
But like if I'm like kind of like a little down the line of the lineup, then I'll have like two at least.
I try to like, yeah, I'm about the same. I like, sometimes you show up and you're good to go. Like sometimes I'll show up and I've just had caffeine and I'm like, let's go. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm ready to do this. And then there's other times where I've shown up and I just, maybe I'm not having a good day, or I've kind of got out of like a frustrating phone call or something.
And that shit happens too when you get those like those, like when you have a long ass day or you have something going on and you try to go up on stage, it sometimes does affect you, dude.
And,
so it's like,
and sometimes you just need to show up to the venue and be like, all right, I'm gonna get a quick drink real quick, just to, because I've shown up before and I've literally felt like I was like the Tin Man.
Tense is fucking
super like not oiled, and I'm like, I can't relax before, and I was just like, oh, let's just we'll have one shot of tequila or something like that, like not get all like crazy or whatever, you know. I used to, like, I think when I first started I was like, I have 3 shots of whiskey before I go up, and then I was like, wait, let me do the math. If I was professional and I did this every day, that's
money,
a lot,
dude. It's money.
It's money and health. I don't know.
You gotta make sure you take care of your health.
Like
too.
one of my, because I would watch another one of my heroes, one of my favorite comics is Ron White.
Oh yeah, Ron White
would have his, you know, his tequila and his glass, and dude, like his, like, he would kind of like mingle. It was like a host of a party.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want to do that. And you know, he doesn't even drink anymore. You know,
he stopped drinking.
He stopped drinking. He still
smokes cigars, right?
He smokes cigars, and I think he smokes weed. I think, and he still has his tequila company. But yeah, I mean, you don't have to, like, don't put yourself in that box. You know, like,
yeah,
be funny.
I totally get. Yeah, you gotta be. Cause I know there's some people that get fucked up, and I'm like, dude, like I think about that's money, and then like imagine thinking about like.
It's only cool for so long.
Yeah, and there's like let's say if we at an open mic, you know, like and all that stuff. So like you're just spending a lot of money, dude. And
yeah, that's we do these open mics, and some people are still doing bringers and stuff. You're paying to do comedy by the end of the night. When you realize you've had a bunch of drinks or something, you just paid the club to do comedy.
Yeah, and you gotta
Somebody was like one day was like, so you're doing comedy, man? You're gonna make some big money. And I was like, I would have probably picked something else to make money.
Yeah.
Like, it is like,
it's a long ass journey till we probably make some pretty good steady income and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, if I did this for the money, then that was not smart.
Yeah, dude, it's not.
But it is kind of like, when I dropped out of college, I was like, wait, what if I put, you know, they talk about when you're doing profession, you put like 5,000 hours or whatever, or you put X amount of 100 hours. I'm like, what if I just did that for something I want to do? Yeah. And then comedy was that, and you know, we're just like, we're in school.
Yeah, dude, we're doing our how did I say it? We're internship. Like we're doing an internship right now.
Yeah.
That's like the best way to put it, dude, because you know, you're doing it for the hours, you're doing it for trying to get something more out of it in the future, you know. And dude, yeah, it's a grind, dude. It's a grind, and I don't think a lot of some people understand, some people don't understand. Some people think like automatically, oh, dude, this guy's fucking doing shows, he's fucking making money, dude. I've had people ask me that. I'm like, only if you knew, dude. I'm like, I'm doing it, I'm volunteering my time right now, you know. Yeah,
it's tough, man, because you take time off work, and I mean, yeah, it catches up, but it's just a steady thing. Like I think I burned myself out about a year ago.
Really it happens, hard. Dude. It's with anything, you know.
Yeah, I was doing a lot all at once, and I was doing all the moving parts, and I was getting shows and stuff, but I had to take a lot of time off work to do these things, and I don't know like I don't know what the future holds for me with comedy, because I'm figuring it out right now.
And that's fine, dude. I think you're in a good position, dude. I think you're a funny comic. I also think that you're a good person, dude. And I think just having those two things in hand, like, it's gonna go well, dude. Like when like you post sometimes like, oh, I'm gonna be opening up for this person at Brea or another show. I'm like, fuck yeah, dude, that's cool, you know. And I'm glad I met you, because I said if I think
you're like my comedy brother, dude.
Dude, yeah, for real, dude, because like you've
you're the horchata version of me.
You're horchata. Hell yeah,
I
dude.
see you, the Tiger Army.
Hell yeah, dude.
Dude, okay, I gotta get this out of the way.
Go ahead.
I get to say this because I am from Whittier, and
yeah, that's right, huh? I forgot.
And technically I am Mexican because I am full of Modelo sometimes.
Yeah,
you know?
dude. I just fucking Modelo,
you know,
dude.
But no. Do you like Deftones?
Okay, so there's
Misfits.
Like Misfits. I like the Misfits. Yes.
What is it? It's. I've noticed this in Whittier. There's Misfit stickers on the back of cars, Deftones, and then there's Tiger Army.
It's because they're fucking awesome, bro. It's a rebellion of.
Hey fool! I love Deftones. I love Misfits. Fool.
I love fucking Tiger Army.
Depeche Mode, fool.
Depeche Mode. No,
the Cure, fool.
The Smiths, fool. This Morrissey night. It's Morrissey night.
What is? I'm trying to like. For the life of me, I've never been able to figure out because none of those bands sound the same. Like
it's all different. Yeah, it's all different. I don't know, dude. So to start with Tiger Army, the reason why I got into Tiger Army because it was one of my sister's significant others back in the day, right? And he was a greaser, you know, and he played me some music. I'm like, oh, fucking Tiger Army's sick, dude. And I grew to love their music.
Oh, they're great.
They're great.
Nick 13's got a good country album.
Oh, he does? I gotta check it out. I didn't know. I know he did like a solo. I know he did a solo thing, but I didn't. Yeah, but and then like I don't know, but everybody I make fun of my homie Gil because he's like psychobilly and stuff, right? He likes that stuff, and I always tell him like, Dick, you look at the fool that'll be excited to go see like a Morrissey tribute band. He's like, dude, I don't even like Morrissey that much. He's like, I just like punk rock, dude, but. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. If you guys know the answer, fucking DM me, send me a comment, and fucking we'll figure this out, Gage. We're gonna fucking
Morrissey, fool.
Morrissey, fool. But yeah, man. I wish I knew. I wish I knew the answer, but I think they're just because it's good music. That's why, you know.
Right on. Okay. Yeah, and you are like, you still are kind of like the horchata version of me, because you listen to mariachi music.
You do?
Right?
Yeah.
And then I listen to ska, and that's like white mariachi music.
Shout out to the fucking never mind. I can't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, ska music's fun too, dude. That's the thing too. I was gonna ask you, what are your top 5 skate songs? So do you still skate or?
I do not skate anymore. I have not skated in 10 years probably.
Okay, but
I would bust my ass right now. I know Chappelle Lacey is doing crazy shit.
Chappelle Lacey, dude, love is tight. If you ever fucking see this shit, I got it tattooed on you.
Love you, man. But fucking doing kick flips and shit at like 230, 220.
Dude, does Jason Ellis still skate too?
Oh yeah, he still skates. He did a 540 recently. It was crazy.
That's fucking crazy. I was kind of buzzed too, and I'm like, I gave him a pin. I gave Ian Finance a pin and the MC a pin, and I was like, remember seeing him do comedy the first time, and I was like, oh, okay, like he has some interesting stories, you know. But he came out fucking guns blazing this last show. I even told him like, dude, your comedy got a lot better, man. Nice. Like it was fucking awesome to see you. And he's like, oh, thanks, man. Like, thanks, mate. It's fucking, you know, that's all we're doing. Mate. That's all we're doing, mate.
We're doing it.
We're doing
right on.
China's clit.
But, I don't skate anymore. I miss it so much. I miss it like so much. I probably watch more skate documentaries, interviews than actual comedy. And I kind of connect the two. I think skating and comedy are very much alike because there's like self-expression.
Yeah.
And there's not one way to do a kickflip, or there's not one way to do a joke and stuff. And so when I see like people skaters talking about developing their style or whatever, I'm like, that's kind of the same with comedy. So I'm like really inspired by all that. And but no, I miss it. But if I broke my arm right now, it would suck. I'd be out of a job probably right now, and my health insurance
wouldn't cover it.
So maybe I'll be one of those like kook guys, just like cruising around.
Just on a bike, on a longboard and stuff.
I'm not a longboard. I'm not like that. Not like that.
Fuck them.
Fuck longboards.
So
No way,
what were some of the top 5 skate songs that you would listen to? Like something you would listen to while you skate?
Skate songs?
Like what you would listen to while you skate?
I didn't really listen to music when I skated.
Oh wow. Okay.
I think I would. You know why? Because I was in the backyard, and if I didn't hear my dad say, "Son,"
oh, you're gonna get that ass beat. Huh?
What the hell? You listen to music for so loud? You can't hear me right now.
Can't hear it, damn it.
What if I rain up on you? And we're like living in the middle of we lived in the middle of nowhere, but I don't know. But you know, because you gotta be aware of your surroundings. I guess I don't know. So yeah.
I thought you were gonna be like, it's just like the way the wheels sound.
It's like the way the wheels sound
on the fucking pavement
on our gravel driveway.
Yeah.
That we had. Yeah. No, I don't know. I haven't really.
That's
Sorry,
cool.
I wish I.
No, it's cool, dude.
I'm the Tony Hawk soundtrack.
Every single song.
Every song from Tony Hawk.
Hell yeah, dude. Well, we're getting about that time, man. We're like a little over an hour, man. I do like to give flowers to my guests and stuff, and like I was saying, man, you're a great dude. Like I'm so glad that I was able to meet you for my first open mic. You've always been nice to me. You always give me advice on comedy when I have questions and shit. I think you're overall a pretty cool dude, and like you said, you're like comedy brothers, dude.
We are, dude. I remember you coming up when you started, and I you know, I don't like to toot my own horn, but I'm like, oh, I'm doing something right, seeing somebody else do great, you know.
Yeah, dude. Thanks.
And so yeah, I'm living through you sometimes when I see you do good stuff. So
thanks, dude. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
man.
absolutely, man. You're doing great. Shout out to the pod. What's his podcast?
Amonos.
I'm such a jerk. Amonos. Amonos.
I like the way you said it the first time. It was such a fucking white boy here. Amonos.
Wait, I can do this. I'm from Whittier, fool.
I'm from Whittier.
Amonos.
Amonos.
Hold on, you got to be like, Amonos.
It's fucking Gage, dude. But yeah, man. Down
syndrome.
Yeah, like Down syndrome. Fucking.
What's the slang? The gang term? What's the
You're down ass fool, dude. That's what it is.
No, it was like that was a Down syndrome fool.
Down syndrome fool.
I'm down fool.
I'm Down syndrome fool. Oh man, fucking Gage, dude. Gage Johnson, everybody. Don't forget, July 7th, man. Bricked up at Brea Improv, dude. And what was the promo code again?
Brea, capital B, 5. Brea 5.
Brea 5. I'm gonna make sure I put that on the YouTube thing in the description. And hey, dude, don't forget. Don't be a fucking pawn. Tell your people that you love them. Have fun in life, dude. Life's too short, dude. It's fucking summertime. Go get some fucking sun. Anything else you want to add?
You're never too cool to have fun.
Exactly. So buy some fucking Lego and just fucking build shit, dude. Get creative, man. And this is another episode of Amonos Working Novea. See you guys next week.